Alright, so we just finished our getting old man Mary. Alright, after the fight, you noticed a bunch of farm hands hightailing it into the fields. Horseback, you could easily caught up with them. No, they eat people. Chased them down and shot every one. As you dashed forward, you soon had your victims within range. You thought they scattered, hid, and crawled. Though they scattered, hid, and crawled, none could escape your cleansing fury. When the dust settled, you climbed the tall windmill to scout the region. You could see a bustling and lively bar in the distance, as well as a ghost town nearby, just north of the farm. You spied a man dangling from a tree. Grateful for his rescue, Mary told you everything he knew about the masked man. Intimidation and instruction served you well. As you became more fearsome, the people you interrogated seemed to know more and more. You were moving up the chain. Still, the location of the masked man's hideout remained a secret. You heard the story of a demon that once walked the earth with a gang. He amassed countless riches, then retired, hoarding his wealth in his hideout. It was said that he was exceptionally dangerous, but if you managed to kill him, all his loot would be yours. Alright, sounds like some worthy missions coming up. Wow, we've done almost the max damage that we need to do. We did $60,000 worth. We've killed 33 people. Our reward is a measly 18,000. I figured it'd be higher. It'd be like 25, 30,000 by now. Guess I need to do some more dastardly deeds. Alright. So that is where we were at. I wanted to just throw that little bit in before we end the video here. You got a couple more locations. You got the demon's hideout, and what else was it? The bar. I guess that's the bar right there. Hope, and the ghost town. This is the end, so Hope might be the ghost town. All right. So there might be some interesting things to be seen. Let's see what Hope is. Rumor had it that the town had died of plague in a single week. With the sickness in the air and the bodies on the ground, no one dared to loot the place. The best thing about being undead, it gives you an iron stomach. You looted the husk of a town, burned the place down and searched the remains. I looted it. You found some loot, but there was something in the air. Your breath became heavier and slower. Okay. I'm dead. How's it gonna affect me? Suddenly an old hag approached, squawking like a preacher. She said that the city was a grave, but not all citizens were buried in it. 7 men were buried in the forest. 6 decent folk and 1 thief buried with his loot. She said if you dug up the thief's grave, you'd be rich beyond measure. Touch the wrong grave, though, and you'll be cursed. Bad luck would haunt you. Sickness would crush your bones, and spirits would follow you forever. She vanished, leaving you alone with the memorial marker. Alright. Only part of the memorial was legible. All you could make out was Stephen Teague, a hard-working farmer. Rami Tail, a fair judge. Tony Sylvan. Magnificent cook. Donovan Brines, a brave miner. Sam Courtney, the finest blacksmith. Alright, so that's 5 of the 7. Alright. So what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4 popped up. Oh, they're all the 7. Cracked grave, mossy grave. Alright, let's do this. Grave was covered in fresh moss, a pristine green carpet flecked with morning dew. The only readable part of the epitaph was a fine merchant. Alright, we'll leave. That's a fine merchant there. Someone had tried to dig this grave up, but left in a hurry. A note was nailed to the cross. Seeking this man's lawful heir, contact me. Romney Tail. Tate or Tail? I don't know. Can we look at that letter again? Let's see if we have it in our inventory. Probably. Let's see. Nothing there. We got some stuff. That volcano pistol. I like that one. Yeah. Alright. Man, I keep getting the minus to aim stuff. Alright. See if anything you're trying to do here. Let's see. I feel like I should have wrote that down. Alright. See how bad my memory is. Alright, here lies Sam Courtney, a skilled, unreadable. Sam had been found stabbed to death in his house with no indication of struggle. The investigation discovered that he'd been testing his new stab-proof jacket. Guess it's not too stab-proof. This grave was poor as could be, though the meadow flowers around it meant he'd been loved. You weren't sure why, but you had a feeling this was the grave of a farmer. This was a burial site, but not what you call a proper grave. The grave was dirty and foul, filled with broken bottles and other debris. His stone read Donovan Brines. This grave bore just a simple cross and did not appear well tended. The name was... I don't remember that name. Farron Brigo. It's either the Lonely Grave or the Pinkerton Grave. Hey, Lonely Grave. Wasn't well tended. What's the other one say? It wasn't. What was on this one? Burial site though. It's called Proper Grave. You had a merchant, blacksmith. Oh no, Lucky Grave or burial or the Lonely Grave. I say it's the Lonely Grave, but that is a good one. Let's go with this one though. There was nothing apart from the skeleton. You figure this must be the spot as you dug deeper. Your shovel thudded on a wooden chest. The thief's loot was yours. Woohoo! I chose right. I so thought that was going to be cursed. Actually, curses can be good, so. Got a card as well. Alright, like in the long run, curses can be good, so that's not necessarily a good thing. So we are set. Let's go see what's going on in the end. See if we have to kill anyone. Alright, so Kramer's dilapidated joint. played host to a rowdy bunch of ugly, mugged drunkards. Right, and it was your lucky day. Sitting at the bar was one of the masked man's thugs that killed you. That should be a awkward moment there. Alright, okay, so we can stab him in the back. We get the cheapest strength they had. Just need a little carriage, okay. Garage. The best strongest strength you had, nothing like liquid carriage. Suspicious smelling stew. You boiled liquor. You left. Okay, I'm just gonna. Let's eat first. See if he notices us, and see if we get some kind of event. But now we're well fed, whatever that means. I didn't do anything, so let's stab him. You stabbed the thug in the back. As ladies screamed and men rose to their feet, you dragged him outside by his collar. After a little more persuasion, he spilled the beans on the masked man's location and operation. The thug gave you directions to the masked man's homestead and cattle pasture. He said the masked man also owned an excavation site and an old sawmill, but was in the dark about the location of the masked man himself. Begging you to spare his life, he told you a gold transport waiting to be picked up from the bank in Aspiriton. He warned you that the masked man had a deal with some demons to protect it. If they got a telegraph message or the church bell tolled 7 times, they'd have been like demons. When he finished, he promised you wouldn't kill him. Then you slit his throat. Damn. Well, you did kill me. Alright, finally you knew the masked man's location. His oil field. Right.
Finally, you heard where the masked man was hiding. Clearly, it was a trap. Clearly, you didn't care.
That's right. Death is coming for you. Alright, so we're gonna rob the bank and we're gonna raid the demon's hideout. Alright, so let's raid the demon's hideout since that was already there. The pastures we can do later. Now let's do this. This was the home of the retired demon gang leader. Didn't know it was a career option.